Hello, happy and smart developers. Welcome to the Coding Boat. This is series of UI technologies and this is part 30. Today we are going to discuss anchors and hyperlinks. So let's begin this session. Anchor tag is a paired tag, means we need opening and closing both. Now anchor tag is represented by opening anchor tag and closing anchor tag as I have represented here. This is opening anchor tag and this is closing anchor tag. Okay. Now href is required attribute of anchor tag. What is href? That I will discuss practically. There you will understand this attribute very well. Okay. href should write in opening anchor tag. Okay. Now href specifies the destination address. It can be an absolute or relative URL or the name of an anchor. What is absolute URL, what is relative URL, already we have discussed in our previous sessions. Today I will explain these topics again. Okay, practically you will understand that. And this is new for us, name of an anchor, that I will show you practically what is name of an anchor. Okay, now an absolute URL is the complete URL of a website. For example, this is link of our YouTube channel, the Coding Boat. Okay, this is complete link of our YouTube channel. Just observe here, this is protocol HTTPS colon, then we have two forward slashes, then World Wide Web, this is channel, then we have extension, then we have complete link. Understood? Now let's move on. A relative URL points to another directory or document inside the same website. Suppose we are using one website, okay, and we want to move from current page to another page, then that will be happen with the help of relative URL, because we are moving from current page to another page, correct? So here the meaning is the a relative URL points to, or we can say a relative URL redirects to another directory or document inside the same website. For example, about us is there, correct? This also I will show you practically. Observe here, this is our home page. Okay, and for better visibility I am increasing the size. See, in URL bar what I am typing, https colon // www.facebook.com, correct? This is the actual website address. Now we are redirected to facebook.com. Let it process, then we will move forward. Now we are at actual website of Facebook. Here what I am doing in URL bar, observe here, see, you need to observe in URL bar, this is URL bar. Okay, here what I am doing, I am using /login. Okay, so from current page we will redirect to login page. Observe, now I am pressing enter button. See, here you go. Where we have redirected, we have redirected to login page. See here, this is our login page, correct? Let me repeat once again. I am clicking on back button. See, I am clicking on back button here. You need to observe here. See, this is back button. Okay, I am clicking on back button. 1 2 3. Now we are at home page of Facebook website. Now we are clicking on URL. Now what I am typing, /login. So from current page I will redirect it to I will redirect to login page, correct? So this is relative path. What is this? Relative path, because we are moving from current page to another page. Now just observe carefully in URL bar. What I am typing, https://www.google.com. This is complete URL of Google website. Let me press enter button, and here you go. We are at Google website, correct? So it is very much clear what is a relative path and what is absolute path. Absolute path is complete URL. Relative path is absolute path is complete URL, and relative path is URL from current page. Okay, now let's move on. Absolute URL is complete address, whereas relative URL is address from current location, or we can say from current page. So it is very much clear what is complete address and what is relative URL. Now, basic use of anchor tag. What is the basic use of anchor tag? Link to another site is the basic use of the anchor element. Let me show this practically. Here we have notepad plus plus editor. Here we are mentioning doc type HTML. Here we are mentioning this document is of HTML5 version. Now here we have HTML opening, closing HTML, and here lang is equals to English. Okay, and what we are doing, we are going to write head section. In head section we will write our title. We are learning anchor tag. Okay, now let me close the title, and in body section I will write here my body section. In body I will write my anchor tag, opening anchor and closing anchor tag. In opening anchor tag, href is mandatory attribute. Okay, and I will write here link name, link name is link name, link underscore name only. And where should we redirect? We should redirect it to https://www.google.com. Okay, so let me save the code. Here we have anchor tag anchor tag.html. Code is saved. Let's execute the code using Chrome browser. Yes, here you go. See, observe here. This is Mozilla, sorry, this is Chrome browser, and this is our title. We are learning anchor tag, and this is body section, and here name of the link is link name. Okay, so let me click on the link. Just observe carefully what will happen now. Okay, so I am clicking on the link name. 1 2 3. Here you go. I have clicked. Previously the link color was purple. When I click, at that moment it was red. And now let's see where we have redirected. Observe here. After clicking on the link, color of the link will become blue. I will show it, but before that we need to understand this. We have redirected to where? We have redirected to from which page? We are learning anchor tag to Google. Understood? And this is the website of Google. Okay, so this is what happened after clicking on link name. Okay, now let me click on backward button, back arrow. See here, what is the color? It's blue color because we have visited that link. Understood? Okay, now let's move to our session theory part. So here this is the format how to write anchor tag. See, opening anchor tag and closing anchor tag. Then here we have mandatory attribute href, and then here we have its value. Okay, and in between opening and closing anchor tag we have link name. Here observe, we have link name. It can be anything. It can be ABC also, it can be KBC also, it can be JCB also. Okay, it can be anything. Even I can write link name anything. All are correct only. Okay, now let's move on. href-lang attribute. The href-lang attribute specifies the language of the linked document. See, observe here. Here I can write href is equals to href-lang. href-lang equals to English. So it will, what it will do, it will tell to the browser that primary language of the website or the particular link or the particular document is English. Okay, I have saved the code. Let's move here and refresh the code. Now click. Okay, we have redirected to google.com. So it is telling to the browser that primary language of this particular website or document is English. That's it. This is the use of hreflang. This is the example just we have seen. Okay. Now, this attribute is only used if the href attribute is set. Means we cannot directly use hreflang. First we have to set this href attribute, then only we can make use of hreflang. Now, target, this is the very important topic. What is target attribute? Let's see. The target attribute specifies where to open the link document. The target attribute specifies where to open the link document. Example, in a new tab or in new window, correct, or in same tab or in same window, that will be decided by target attribute. Now, possible values are blank, self, parent, top. Default attribute is self. Sorry, default value of target attribute will be self. Self means in current tab only it will open the linked website or linked document. Okay, what is the meaning of underscore blank? What is the meaning of underscore blank? See here, what is the meaning of underscore blank? Underscore blank opens the linked document in new window or in new tab. Okay, now self, underscore self opens the linked document in the same frame as it was clicked. So default value of target attribute is self. When value of target attribute is underscore self, then it will open the link document in the same frame. Okay, in the same tab or in same window. Now, what is underscore parent? Underscore parent opens the link document in the parent frame. Underscore top opens the link document in the full body of the window. Okay. Now, let's understand title. But before understanding title, let me explain target attribute practically. So, here is our code. See here, we have not mentioned target attribute. If we have not mentioned target attribute, then by default its value will be underscore self. But I am changing its default value using target. Okay, target is equals to underscore blank. See what I have done, target attribute, then its value blank. Okay, let me save the code and let me execute the code. Here we have Chrome. Okay, Chrome browser, and here is the link. Let me click on the link. 1 2 3. I have clicked. Now observe here, it is opening in new tag. Understood? See, observe here, this is the new tab and this is our existing document. If you want to repeat me once again, then I will do it once again. Okay, just observe carefully what I am doing. I am removing this tab. Now we are at our existing tab. Let me remove this one also. So what we have only one tab. What we have only one tab. What is that? We have only one tab. We are learning anchor tag. Okay, and we don't have any other document or any other tab. So let me click on link and let's see what will happen. So I am clicking on the link underscore name anchor link 1 2 3. Observe carefully, okay, where we are going to redirect. Here you go. See, this is the new tab, correct? Previously we were having only this one. Now we are having this one plus this one. Understood? So there are two tabs now. Why there are two tabs? Because in coding we have written target is equals to blank. Target is equals to blank. Now what I will do, I will make it self underscore self, okay, and let me save the code. Let me save the code and now we are at Chrome browser. So how many tabs we have? We have only one tab. What is that? We are learning anchor tag. Observe here carefully. We are learning anchor tag, correct? So now what I will do, I will click on link name 5 4 3 2 1. Click. In the same tab only we are redirected to Google website, correct. There is no any other tab. Observe here, there is only one tab. There was only one tab and there is only one tab. We don't have any additional tab. Understood? So this is the use of target attribute. Now let's move on. Our next topic is title. What is title? Specifies extra information about a link. The information is most often shown as a tooltip text when the cursor moves over the link. Let me explain this practically. What I will do, see here, I will make use of title attribute. Let me remove all this target and href attribute for our better understanding. So what I am doing, after href attribute I am making use of title attribute. Title is equals to what I am writing, the coding boot, correct, and let me save the code and let's move to browser. Click on back button and refresh. Here we have refreshed. Now observe what will happen. I am moving my cursor to link name. Just see what will happen. 1 2 3. See what I am getting, the coding boot tooltip I am getting, correct. So this is happening because of title tag. What title tag do? Title tag specifies extra information about the link. So here what I can write, I can write here link for google.com. Let's save the code and here let's refresh and let me move cursor here. Now what we are getting tooltip, we are getting tooltip link for google.com. Understood? So this is the magic of title attribute. Now let's move on. Download. This is very important. Download attribute. Download attribute specifies that the target will be downloaded when a user clicks on the hyperlink. Understood? The value of the attribute will be the name of the downloaded file. There are no restrictions on downloaded values, and the browser will automatically detect the correct file extension and add it to the file. So basically what these 3 points are telling, these 3 points are telling that download attribute specifies target that we want to download when user clicks on hyperlink. Okay, and what will be the name of downloaded file? Downloaded file's name will be the value of what? Download attribute, correct? And we can download different kinds of files. It can be image, it can be animation, it can be video, it can be audio, correct? So there is no restrictions on downloaded values. Browser will automatically detect the correct file extension and it will add it to the file. So it's browser's magic. Okay, it will do it automatically. So let's understand this practically. First I will have to take one target. What is that target? Let's move to Google. Let's download one uh, Jerry image. Jerry, Tom and Jerry. Now it's processing. Let's see it process. Now we will take one image. It's processing, and after processing we will get one image of Tom and Jerry cartoon that we can download using download attribute of anchor tag. Okay, let me do it again. It's taking too much time. Google.com. Here we have redirected to this page. Let me take this beautiful image and let's open image in new tab. Okay, oh, here is our image, and let's copy image address. We have copied image address, and now what we are doing, we are going to use in download attribute. Okay, here I am pasting that copied address. Okay, and let me use download attribute. Download is equals to sweet image. See here, sweet image. Sweet image. Now I'm changing the hyperlink name also. What I'm writing, Jerry cartoon. Okay, this is our new hyperlink name. And what is the name of the file? Sweet image. Here, observe. Let me move to the next line. So download sweet image here. Okay, let me help you. See what we have done. We have anchor tag, and in anchor tag we have href attribute. In href attribute I have mentioned value of that particular image link. Okay, this is the link of image, or we can say file can be any file, link of file. And I have make use of download attribute to tell that I want to download that particular file, and name should be sweet image. Understood? And I have changed the color of that particular hyperlink. It is now Jerry cartoon, and we have closed the anchor tag. So let's save the code and move to the browser. Here, save and view. Let's move to the browser. Let me close remaining tabs. So this is our actual page, or we can say output of HTML document. See here, we have this link, correct? So click on this Jerry cartoon link 1, 2, 3. Let's observe. You need to observe here. Observe my cursor in this bracket. You need to observe. Okay. Here you need to observe. Here. Observe carefully. I am going to click on Jerry cartoon. 1, 2, 3. Start. See, one image came here. What is the name of the image? Observe carefully. What is the name of the image? Sweet image.png. We had not mentioned this extension of png, but browser has taken that png extension. Okay, so let's verify whether really we have downloaded that image or not. Open. Observe, we have downloaded this particular image from our link. Understood? See here, sweet image.png. Understood? So this is the use of target. Sorry, this is the use of download attribute. So that's it in this session. Let's meet in another session. Thank you.